Hi, and welcome to your 5th lecture in Russian for Complete Beginners, in which we will focus on asking and answering questions about nationality and the formation of plural nouns. Now let's go through some of the nationalities in different forms, such as he, он, she, она, and they, они. Supplementary material attached to this lecture contains additional vocabulary on more nationalities and countries. As usual, I will read each word out twice, and I would encourage you to repeat after me. Now let's start with English. Англичанин, англичанин, англичанка, англичанка, англичане, англичане, American, американец, американец, американка, американка, американцы, американцы, German, немец, немец, немка, немка, немцы, немцы, Spanish, испанец, испанец, испанка, испанка, испанцы, испанцы, Italian, итальянец, итальянец, итальянка, итальянка, итальянцы, итальянцы, Russian, русский, русский, русская, русская, русские, русские, French, француз, француз, француженка, француженка, французы, французы. Excellent, well done. Here are some more useful ways of telling where someone is from, such as the name of the country, страна, the phrase from being from a certain country with an appropriate question tag, откуда, which stands for where from, the language that somebody might be learning, язык, as well as the word that is used to describe the language that you speak, read, understand, or write in. Let's start with England. Anglia, Anglia. From England. Из Англии, из Англии. English language. Английский, английский. In English. По-английски, по-английски. America, Америка, Америка. From America. Из Америки, из Америки. English language. Английский, английский. In English. По-английски, по-английски. Germany, Германия, Германия. From Germany. Из Германии, из Германии. German language. Немецкий, немецкий. In German. По-немецки, по-немецки. Spain, Испания, Испания. From Spain, из Испании, из Испании. Spanish language, испанский, испанский. In Spanish, по-испански, по-испански. Italy, Italia, Italia. From Italy, из Италии, из Италии. Italian language, итальянский, итальянский. In Italian, по-итальянски, по-итальянски. Russia, Россия, Россия. From Russia, из России, из России. Russian language, русский, русский. In Russian, по-русски, по-русски. France, Франция, Франция. From France, из Франции, из Франции. French language, французский, французский. In French, по-французски, по-французски. Well done. Now please notice that the nationality Russian is the only one that has the same form as the Russian language. Now let's see how we can use these words in the right context. I will read the dialogue in black till the end first, and then translate it. Please feel free to pause and rewind at any time to practice your pronunciation. Привет. Привет. Как тебя зовут? Меня зовут Хелена. А тебя? Меня зовут Карлос. Откуда ты? Я из Германии. Я немка. А ты? А я из Испании. Я испанец. Hi. Hi. What is your name? My name is Helena. And yours? My name is Carlos. Where are you from? I'm from Germany. I am German. And you? And I'm from Spain. I'm Spanish. Now let's have a look at the dialogue in blue. Добрый день. Меня зовут Мари. Я француженка. Здравствуйте. Меня зовут Дмитрий. Я русский. Очень приятно. Очень приятно. Good afternoon. My name is Marie. I'm French. Hello. My name is Dmitry. I'm Russian. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Please also notice here that in Russian we don't use capital letters for nationalities and spoken languages, just the geographical names. Now let's move on to the plural form of nouns. So how do we turn something like машина, car, into cars? Now the most common ending for plural nouns is u, which we add to any word that ends in a consonant. All other words will have their last letter, or what we call an ending, replaced with either u, I, a, or ya, depending on their original ending. So any masculine word that ends in a y or soft sign will have e in its plural form. All the feminine words that end in a will have u in their plural form. The rest, words that end in ya and a soft sign, will have e in their plural form. For neuter words, all the words that end in o will have a in their plural form. All the words that end in ye will have ya in their plural form. Now let's have a look at the first masculine word on the left. Телефон, phone. In plural, it becomes телефоны, телефоны. Музей, museum, becomes музеи, музеи. Ruble, Russian currency, becomes рубли, рубли. Now let's have a look at some feminine examples. Машина, car, becomes машины, машины. Familia, surname, becomes фамилии, фамилии. Ночь, night, becomes ночи, ночи. Now let's have a look at some neuter examples. Окно, window, becomes окна, окна. Море, sea, becomes моря, моря. Now there is an extremely important spelling rule which needs to be mentioned in this lecture. This particular rule overrules all the other rules of formation. I will refer to it as a 7-letter rule so that it is easier to distinguish from other spelling rules. And the rule states that these 7 consonants K, H, G, Ch, Sh, Sh, and Ž can never be followed by these 3 vowels U, Ya, and U. Instead of U, we're going to use E. Instead of Ya, we're going to use A. And instead of U, we're going to use U. Now, based on the plural formation rules that we have just seen, a word such as politician, politik, would be turned into politicians, plural form, by adding the letter U to it. However, because consonant K is one of the letters mentioned in the 7-letter rule, we will have to go for E ending. Same thing would happen to a word such as девушка, young woman. Instead of replacing its ending with U, we're going to replace it with E, девушки. Another example is a word for either girlfriend or female friend, which is подруга. It will become подруги with the E in plural. Now, the last thing that needs to be mentioned in this lecture are some common exceptions. Now, the first group contains words that can only be used in plural. As usual, I'm going to read each word out twice, and I would encourage you to repeat them after me. Родители, родители. Брюки, брюки. Джинсы, джинсы. Часы, часы. Деньги, деньги. Очки, очки. Excellent, well done. Now, the second group contains some common words that do not follow the normal plural formation rules and have exceptions in their plural form. I'm going to read each word out twice. Please repeat after me. Человек, человек. Люди, люди. Ребенок, ребенок. Дети, дети. Город, город. Города, города. Дом, дом. Дома, дома. Паспорт, паспорт. Паспорта, паспорта. Доктор, доктор. Доктора, доктора, директор, директор, директора, директора. Great, well done. Please also notice the shift in stress in some plural forms that will just have to be memorized as we go along. In this lecture, you have learned how to talk about nationalities and countries, and how to use plural forms of nouns. Overall, including the additional vocabulary in the supplementary materials attached to this lecture, you have familiarized yourselves with 80 new Russian words, majority of which are different nationalities and countries that sound similar to English. Please feel free to memorize the ones that apply to you personally. As usual, remember to download supplementary material as well as the Test Yourself file, which contains exercises designed to reinforce the new information covered in this lecture. Thank you for today, and speak to you soon.